like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10...
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the New England Patriots and the Las Vegas Raiders. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Now Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get...
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action. It's Lawrence. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jalen Waddle, 31 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A gain of 3, second down. Here's Lawrence. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 45. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Again to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Off the option, here's Henry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Second down at 4. Henry running right. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the slant, this is Perryman. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll run here with Dillon. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second and goal from the 6 this time. He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that challenge, a successful one. They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there for the Raiders. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. He'll try again. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders get a score closer. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. They'll look to throw here on first down. Check down here for Henry. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second down and 7. Looking to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run for it with Evans. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. He's got Perriman. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And a nice call, and really they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They send him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Touchdown, Patriots. Jalen Waddle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
They go to the empty set there, 5 receivers into formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's got this down to the... So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Lawrence's throw on target to Godwin here. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Raiders! George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Again, it's Henry. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Sliding out of the pocket. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Raiders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
High throw, but he makes the catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Again, it's Lawrence. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this one is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 6. They go play action with Lawrence. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 21. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there, but it'll be 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. They'll drop the throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They'll try the right side with Henry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Touchdown! A great play there. 37 yards. And the Patriots have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now Hurts on the option right. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. And now we've got an injured player, and unfortunately that's the quarterback, Jalen Hurts, who's down on the field. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. His throw incomplete. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tough end of that play. He had his eyes on that 1st down marker, but he lost his luggage along the way.
Left it behind, so to speak. I like your analogy there, but here's the key. As he's maneuvering, as he's picking up the 1st down, as he's gaining yardage, What's the one thing he forgot about?
Ball security.
Exactly. Everything else working perfectly, and he forgot the most important piece.
Preston Smith there on the stop. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now. Consolation score. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And they'll indeed take a knee. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far,